Payback period is how long it takes for the cumulative expected cash flows produced by a project to equal the initial investment. So basically, we put some money in, and then how long does it take for us to get our money back? And if we never get all of our money back, payback is infinity. It never happens. So what's our rule? We accept investments in projects if the payback period is less than or equal to a limit set by the firm. So the managers will say, we will accept all projects that pay back within 2.5 years or 4.7 years. But again, the managers decide what that threshold is, and then you compute the payback period and you see, do we get our money back soon enough? Our coverage in this class is going to focus on projects with conventional cash flows. You can modify it if you've got non-conventional cash flows, but that goes beyond what we want to do. And again, hopefully you can see the conventional cash flows. Remember, you've got negative cash flow at time zero, and then after that everything is positive or zero with at least one positive. So what's going on with conventional cash flows is at time zero, you put money in, and so this is how much you need to recover. And then after that, nothing's happening to everything that happens is either you're not getting anything back or you're getting something back that's going to help you achieve payback. And so this conventional cash flows is set perfectly for payback is the only time money goes out is at time zero, and then after that no more money goes out. Money either comes in or nothing happens, and so it's set up really nicely for payback. If you had non-conventional cash flows, what if you got your money up front and then paid out money? It creates issues. What if, they flip signs? So all of a sudden, you put money out and then you get money, then you put money out, and it's bouncing back and forth. It's not nearly as clear as a case where you put out money and now you know, hey, this is how much I need to recover, and after that, everything is either coming in or nothing, but no more money is going out. So let's look at it in 5 steps. Step one, what is the investment? And again, that's just the opposite of the cash flow at time zero. The cash flow at time zero is going to be negative. So the opposite of that is going to be how much you need to recover. And again, when we're in conventional cash flows, that's the only time money's going out. So we've now, set our goal. This is how much we need to get back. When we get it back, we've achieved payback. Step two, compute the expected cash flow needed after 1 year to reach payback. And so the way we're going to do that, and there's some other stuff down here, but I'm going to, actually what I'll do is I'll go, so if it's zero, so suppose our investment is $100, and in year one we expect $100, then we have nothing left. Payback is 1 year. We've established payback. We put in 100, our investment was 100, C1 was 100, so in the first year we expected to get 100, so we put in 100, we got 100, and boom, zero. What if that number is negative? What does that mean? That means, suppose our investment was 100, and then in year one we expect 120. 100 minus 120 is negative 20. What it means is we put in 100, so we need to, at time zero, so we need to recover 100. In year one we expect 120, so after 1 year we actually expect to have gotten $20 more than we needed. So by 1 year from now, we've gotten more than we needed. So payback is happening sometime between time zero and time one. When exactly? We'll talk about how to get that in a little bit. And what if that difference is positive? Well, an example here would be, what if we put in 100 and we expected 70 in year one? The difference is 30. It's positive because we still need more money. We put in 100 at time zero. We need 100. In year one, we expect 70. So we need 100. We expect 70. So 1 year from now, we're still 30 short. So we're going to go to step three. Step three is to keep figuring out, okay, so now how much do we need after, where do we think we stand after year two, after year three, after year four? And you keep doing that until you either realize payback's never going to happen, or it winds up, well, there's a formula for you, which is basically the investment minus all of the cash flow up to a certain point in time is how much you need extra. So again, let me just run through some examples. Suppose you go in, you need 100, you put in 70, and you put in 100, so you need 100. Year 1 you expect 70. Suppose in year 2 you expect 30. Payback is exactly 2 years. Suppose you put in 100, you expect 70, and you expect 40. Then you know that payback is sometime between 1 year from now and 2 years from now. Why? After 1 year, you needed 30. You need 30 after 1 year. After 2 years, you have 10 more than needed. So sometime between 1 year from now and 2 years from now, payback's expected to happen. That's when payback takes place. When exactly? We'll see how to do that in step 4. And so finally, suppose 100 minus 70, and then in year 2 you expect 20. You still need 10. You can see your total in years year 1 you expect 70, year 2 you expect 20. So in the first 2 years you expect 90, you need 100, you're still 10 short. And then you just repeat, okay, then what about year 3? So again, if year 3 is 100 minus 70 minus 20 minus 10 equals 0, payback equals 3 years. Let's say it was, if you expected 40 in year 3, then you went into the year needing 10, you expect 40, so you got more, so you know that payback sometime between 2 years and 3 years. Let's say in year 3 you only expect 5, or let's say you only expect 8. You expect 70 in year 1, 20 in year 2, 8 in year 3. You'd still be too short. So then you'd repeat the whole process with year 4. So you keep doing it until you figure out when payback happened. So the one thing, and again, there's a lot of the words are kind of blocked out, but they say what we went through with the numbers. And that leads us to step 4, which I'm going to pop up here because I'm going to talk about on a blank slate in a second. And this is the case where you have a situation where you have a point in time where you still need money for payback. And then you have, at the end of the period, one period later, you have more than enough money expected for payback. So you know that payback happens sometime in there, and we're going to see how to figure out when that takes place. So let's take as an example where we put in 100, we expect 70 in year 0, year 1, year 2, we expect 20, and then how about if in year 3 we expect 40? So we can see after 2 years we expect 90, so 100 minus 90, we're still 10 short. After 3 years, you can see 70 plus 20 plus 40, we expect 130, 100 minus 130, 30 too much. So 30 more than is needed in order to get payback. So we know that payback happens sometime between 2 years from now and 3 years from now. At 2 years from now, you need 10. 3 years from now, 30 over. Well, so we're going to make an assumption. So is that in year 3, and that's what this is, we're expecting 40 to be produced over the course of the year. And the way I like to think about it is we have a machine, and we put our money into it, and the machine spits out money uniformly throughout the course of the year. So on 12/01 on January 1st, it starts spitting out money, and then the very last penny gets spit out on December 31st at 11:59 p.m. And so we went into this year needing 10. So if it's spitting out money, how far into the year is it when we get 10? And the answer is just the fraction of, what's needed. In this case, that's equal to 10 divided by what's expected, which in this case is 40. And so it's a quarter of the way into the year. So payback in this case is 2.25 years. And you can see after 1 year, we expect 70. Well, first of all, we need 100. Oops, the cash flow is negative 100. After 2 years, we expect 20. So in the second year, we expect 20. So after 2 years, we expect a total of 90. So we're still 10 short. Year 3, we expect 40. How far of the way through that year? A quarter. So in 1 year, we got 70. In the second year, we got another 20. A quarter of the way through the third year, we got our 10, our quarter of our 40, and that's how we got 100, which was needed for payback. And then you make your decision. How does our payback period compare to the threshold? If it's less than or equal to that limit, we accept. We get our money back soon enough. If it's greater than the limit, it takes too long for us to get to our money, so we reject. So what this is basically saying, there's a lot of words, is that suppose we have our example where we put in 100 and then we had 70 and 20, that you can see that after 1 year, immediately we needed 100. So after 1 year, 100 minus 70, we still needed 30. So we went into year 2 needing 30. We expect 20, so we still need 10. Another way that you can compute it is to say, okay, after 2 years, I expect 90. I need 100. So after 2 years, I need 10. So you can do it year by year by year, or you can add up what you expect over a bunch of years and then subtract that. It's the same thing. So let's take a look at this example. This is our finance tutor project. Remember, we are going to spend 165 today, and then we expect cash flows of 65, 70, and 90. So I like to set up a table where you've got the year, you've got the expected cash flow, present value, but we don't need to worry about this because this is just classic payback. We're not discounting anything. So if we put in 165 at time 0, we need $165,000. Year 1, we expect 65. We go into the year needing 165. We expect 65. We're still 100,000 short. Year 2, we expect 70. So we go into the year needing 100,000. We expect 70,000, and we're still $30,000 short. And again, notice 65 plus 70 is 135. And so we need 165. In the first 2 years, we expect 135. We're $30,000 short. Year 3, we go into it needing 30 and we expect 90. So if we needed 30 and we expect 90, after 3 years, we were $60,000 over. So we know that payback is going to happen sometime between 2 years and 3 years from now. In 2 years, we still need 30. In 3 years, we're 60 over. So again, we put $90,000 into our machine, and we want to know how long it's going to take until we hit 30,000, and it's simply a third of year 3, so payback is 2.33 years. So again, it should make sense that in year 1 you get 65, year 2 you get 70, a third of the way through year 3 you get a third of 90, which is 30. 30 plus 70 plus 65 equals 165. That's where we get our payback.